One of the things that cause the most stress for home sellers is not knowing whether or not their house will sell within their desired time frame. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few of the indicators that we look at that can help you set your expectations and see if your house will sell within the time frame that you want it to. One of the indicators we use to figure out the demand and supply of houses there on the market is the inventory, more specifically months of inventory. So I'm going to show you guys a chart here. This is a chart from our MLS here in the Sacramento area. This is for one of the zip codes in Elk Grove. As you can see on the very right, you see the 0.6 number. So as of August 2020, there is 0.6 months of inventory on the market. So that's less than 1 month. So what does that mean? That means if all the sellers, if nobody decides to put their house on the market today, there will be no more houses left on the market for buyers to buy in less than 1 month. So in our world, that is what we call a seller's market. Sellers have the advantage because there are a lot more buyers and there are a lot less sellers. So as you can see, the graph goes back as far as June of 2019. There's more than a month, almost a month and a half, 1.4 months of inventory left. So that's one of the indicators that we look at. The lower the months of inventory, that means the more in demand houses are, and the more likely your sellers will sell their house faster. Another indicator we look at is the average days on market. That counts from the time your house goes live on the MLS to when it goes pending. So let's go look at another graph here. This graph is also from the MLS using real numbers reported by realtors. And if you look at the very right, 8/20, which is August 2020, the average days on market is 20 days. By average, this also includes houses that are less desirable that sit on the market for a long time. Houses that are not exactly in the best shape, that gets thrown into the average too. Obviously, if your house is move-in ready, it's in impeccable condition, then it will sell for much faster than 20 days. But you can expect around 20 days, give or take a few, for your house to sell. Another tool realtors have in our belts is the comparative market analysis, or CMA, or polling comps. We use the MLS for this data, and I already have one preset here. This is the neighborhood that I live in, Arden Manor in Sacramento, and we're gonna find houses that are comparable to my house. So my house is about 1,400 square feet. I set a filter there to only show houses within that square footage range. So we're going to go to one line grid. So we take all those houses and we put them in a grid. Let me select that. Normally I would be more detailed, look at every house and see if it's really comparable to my house, but just for demo purposes, I went ahead and put all of them onto one line so we can graph them. This is a lot of numbers. I know it looks like the Matrix, but again, for demo purposes, we're gonna, I just wanted to show you the indicators that we look at. So I would go straight to DOM here and CDOM. That means days on market and cumulative days on market. And at the very bottom, we see that there's an average of 17 days on market. And the price range is from 230,000 to 385,000. and your house or my house could fall anywhere between that range. Now I have to look and compare the condition of each house, and then I could narrow it down that way. So that's why it's important for us to take a look at your home so that we can compare it with what other homes in the past have sold for. So just again, crude estimate, 325,000 is the going price in my neighborhood, and it sells after 17 days. So there you go. That's a very, very, very crude estimate. If you want me to give you a comparative market analysis or a CMA for your home, send me a message. I'll do one for you, and we can figure out how many days it will take to sell your house. If you thought this video was helpful, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. And if you have any friends or family looking to sell their homes and wanting to get an idea of how much their home is worth, you can go ahead and give me a call, send me a message. I am in the Sacramento area. I can work with people in the Bay Area as well, but if you are in other parts of California, Southern California, I can refer you to our office down there. Shout out to JJ and his team. Shout out to Brandon. They're doing a great job down there. And if you live in another state and you also need help, you can still reach out to me and I can help you find an agent in your area. Once again, my name is Nicar. I'm a realtor and I'm a loan officer, and I'm here to help.